A big 24 hours for Wednesday coming up. Massive game against MK Dons tonight. And with today's sign, Nathaniel MENDEZ-LAING. What? What's in it? Off mince pies. Gio. So we welcome MK Dons to Hillsborough tonight, and it's going to be a very tough game for Wednesday. These are a team that like to play the ball about. It's going to provide a really tough test, but hopefully we're full of confidence from the win on Saturday and managing to hold on. I'll have a quick look at how they're getting on this season. Okay, MK Dons results. Back end of last month, October, 4-1 pasting of Crewe Alexandria. They had a 2-2 draw at home in FA Cup against Stevenage. A bit of a letdown for them, but apparently they did make quite a few changes. Back to winning ways in league, 4-1 spanking of Cambridge, so 2 4-1s in league on bounce. Then they bombed out at Cup recently to Stevenage in replay, with a bit of a turn up for Bucks. And then just the 1 goal in it against Burton Albion. So just looking at that, hopefully, maybe they're just running out of steam a little bit, or perhaps got 1 or 2 folks out with strains or whatever. As we can see, they have been scoring goals in recent games, the last month especially. And they are a very attacking team that like to get the ball down and play football in their own way. We'll have a quick look at their standings. Okay, a quick look at MK Dons standings. Played 17, won 9, drawn 4, lost 4. 32 goals scored, 22 against, 31 points on the board, and up in 5th position. Now their danger man is this lad. Oh, blimey, that's an haircut, isn't it? Look at his neck, like a giraffe. Scott Twine, attacking midfield player. Played 20 games, scored 8 goals. That's not bad for midfield, is it, actually, to be fair? That's some record, that. That's a centre-forward record, isn't it, really? 4 assists, so he's the man to look out for Wednesday tonight. These will pose a different sort of threat to what we got at Accrington on Saturday. Accrington, big units. Typical John Coleman side, physical, get the ball forward quickly, hustle and bustle. These are more likely to try and pull us out of shape with the way they move the ball. And they will play out from the back, like Wednesday do. So the difference being they're really good at playing it out from the back. They'll be patient, they'll keep moving it about, and what they'll try and do is draw a player out of position. They'll tap it about, hoping that one of ours will break ranks and I'm going to close him down, and then they'll pick off the gaps and get into midfield. That and more Wednesday. We've got to really think about how we're going to approach this game. It's got to be a case of either we all drop off, we all get tight, not 2 banks of 4 because we play 3-5-2, but you know what I'm saying. Close them lines down in midfield because they'll try and operate in there. Nice and tight behind the ball and play on the counter-attack. And that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is going and pressing them from the front. What we can't do, if we do, we'll get torn apart. What we can't do is that mixture of both. What we can't do is have some players set off the ball and then 1 or 2 going to close down. It'll create them gaps and they'll tear us to bits. So it's either got to be nice and compact, behind the ball, everybody knows their jobs, keep that shape, keep moving across the pitches as they're moving the ball about because they'll be very patient doing that. We've got to shuffle across with it and then hit them on the break. Or otherwise, we've got to go down and hunt them from the front. But if we do that, everybody's got to go. You can't have a weak link in that chain that one player forgets to go and press because you will get picked off. Which way is he going to do it? I don't know. The thing is, if you're going to play in the counter, you need that little bit of pace in attack, don't you? I like Gregory, great goal scorer. I like Camberi, as you know. Camberi. But pace on the counter, not so sure. Corbin, who obviously gives us an outlet with pace on the left-hand side. Right-hand side, who's going to play in there? Hunt, Patterson, I don't know. Windass gives us an option for some pace up front. Do we risk him so soon? He's been out a long time. Does he get a start? It's a big question Darren Moore's got to ask. Someone who could provide a vital role in this game is Luongo, but again, this will be his 2nd game in 72 hours. Do you risk him? It's a big ask. It's a big ask. I'm not sure I would. The right-hand side, pace, well, perhaps we could stick MENDEZ-LAING in, who we've signed today. I think this could be a really good bit of business for Wednesday. Yes, I know, all joking aside about Dad and Mo trying to turn Middlewood Road into some home for young wayward Brummie lads who've gone off the tracks, you know. All joking aside about that, I do actually think he could be a useful addition to the squad. He's played loads of games at this level and a higher level, always performed. He's got over 300 league games under his belt, been involved in over 100 goals in terms of assists and scored in himself. And you can go out there on YouTube and have a look at some videos. You can see the sort of goals that he scores. What I do think about him coming in, I think he's actually a good signing because although he's a winger, he's quite physical. He's quite a physical winger. A lot of wingers, you look at Kobe, you know, they're quite slightly built. It's about pace and being able to beat a man. They're quite slightly built. He's actually quite a unit for a winger, and he can put himself about and use his shoulders and his strength to lean into people, lean into fullbacks. He's got a decent delivery and he can shoot with either foot. He has also previously played at times as a wing-back, and I think that's key in the reason why we've signed him. I think we are going to stick with his system going forward, and I think a player like that on the right-hand side with Corbin on the left-hand side, I think it gives us that pace to counter-attack teams. And also, like I said, I think even though he's a winger, he's quite a physical winger rather than one of those slight wingers that's willowy, you know what I mean? And he can get a foot in. And a winger that can get a foot in, probably perfect for that slot. And to be honest, that side of the pitch has caused us a few problems this season. Corbin's played out there, Sol's played out there, although only in Papa John's. Patterson's playing out there, Hunt's been out there, Palmer's been out there. No one's really nailed that slot down, so I can understand why it's something we're looking at. I'd like us to look at another centre half as well, but I'm being positive this week. I think he could prove to be an exceptional signing for us. Will he play tomorrow? Well, some people would say it's too soon. Dan and Mo probably wants him to get some volume into him. That phrase is doing my nut. But he has been training apparently with a club for the last 2 or 3 weeks. He's played a behind closed doors friendly, so he might not be as far off the pace as we actually think he is. So I think there's every chance he could be in the squad for the MK Dons game. And we're probably going to need him because, like I said, they're going to control the ball. And if we are behind the ball, we are going to need those pacey outlets. And Corbin and MENDEZ-LAING could provide that for us. We'll see how we get on anyway. It's going to be the toughest game, I think, for this month. They do score a lot of goals. They're actually joint top scorers in the division. So it's going to provide a really tough test for Wednesday. But we have had this little unbeaten run. And Saturday, did it show them little signs that we can turn games that we probably would have drawn last month into wins? I hope so. That's all we can do as fans, innit? Hope. So here's hoping that Wednesday can get out there, put a good performance in, draw, win, loss even. Looking for that level of performance again over a full 90 minutes. Come on, Wednesday. That back line. Oh, Darren Moore, he does like these wayward lads, doesn't he? Trying to get them back on the right track. Remember me being a kid, misbehaving me, gran. Stop doing that. We'll have you sent away to an home. We're sent away for an home for naughty boys. Men will come round in a van. It's terrifying stuff, actually, isn't it? We couldn't say stuff like that to a kid these days.